This video is to show you how to solve an absolute value equation without knowing anything at all. Okay, that sounds promising, right? We are going to use a tried and true Desmos hack, and to be honest, it works for every equation in existence, basically. So jot these steps down. You're going to want to put y equals the left side of the equation in line 1. You're going to want to put y equals the right side of the equation in line 2. And then you're going to want to find where they intersect, which means cross. And you're going to want to use the x value. All right, now, specifically today, I'm going to be showing you how to do this with an absolute value equation. I have some beautiful notes up here about the solutions of absolute value equations, but like I said, you don't have to know anything about math to get this question right. So I'm going to use this first example, and I'm going to type it into Desmos or any graphing calculator, but I'm a Desmos fan. So I'm going to go to Desmos, and I'm going to type in y is equal to the absolute value of 3x minus 6. I think it was minus 8 on the outside. It was. And then I'm going to do y equals the right side, which was negative 8. And I'm going to click to see where they cross. Again, this works in any graphing calculator ever. As you can see, they only cross one time. They cross at 2. We want the x value. The x value is the first number in those parentheses, and so the answer would be 2. And that's all you do. Now, there is another way to do this in regular Desmos where you just type in the equation itself, and it would also help you get the answer. But a lot of the testing versions of Desmos that are on final exams at the end of a math course don't allow you to do that. So this way is a way to do it with any graphing calculator, TI-84, or Desmos to solve any equation, even with those test versions of the calculators that sometimes isolate or limit your things that you can do. So this would be x equals 2. All right, the next one, I'm going to type this highlighted equation into Desmos. I'm going to go over a few different situations that can happen. So we found one that had one solution. Let's type this one in. So I have y is equal to negative 2 absolute value x, and I have a bad memory, x plus 1 plus 4. And then on the outside was plus 4. And then I'm going to go grab y equals the right side, which was a negative 6. And I'm going to see where they cross. This time, it crosses in 2 places, at negative 6 and at 4. Again, we use the x value, the first number in the parentheses. So negative 6 and 4. All right, here's another example. This time we have a 3x minus 4 plus 10. I'm just going to edit it. X minus 4 plus 10. I think it was equal to 1, but I'll go back and check. In this situation, it never crosses. My absolute value, that V-shaped graph, is way above the line. It's never going to cross it. What that means is there's no solution. So those are the 3 typical scenarios with absolute value. You either have 1, 2, or no solution. That's when your absolute value is something that's equal to a line. However, things will get more exciting with different equations. So I'm going to show you an example where it's a little bit crazier. So I have example 9 here, which I know this is just a problem I'm choosing from the notes I use with my students. I've got y is equal to the absolute value of x minus 1. Again, I'm just taking the left side of the equation and sticking a y equals on the front of it. And now I'm going to do y equals. I'm going to go grab the right side of the equation. So the right side of this equation was this whole thingy. The other color might be more helpful. So that's my right side. And the blue side is my left side. So I did y equals that side, and now I'm doing y equals this side. So I have x squared plus 6x plus 7. X squared plus 6x plus 7. And this one's also crossing twice. You might notice here it looks a lot different because it's absolute value V-shape in a quadratic U-shaped graph. It does cross twice at -6 and at -1. Again, we're only using the x values, not the y values. So -6 and -1. And all that. And I didn't have to know how to do any calculations or any algebra. I just had to know how to type the buttons into Desmos. Hope this helps you at least check your work. You probably need to listen to your teacher and understand actually how to do the problems. But Desmos is a great tool, especially for checking.